And finally, for some interesting story now, you've been wondering that 3D printing has been with us for quite some time. 3D printer is like a printer, right? Instead of just printing text, it can print any device that you desire, whether it's small or big. I didn't think that it could be print big things, and in this case, according to Reuters, printing a house is now possible here. As mentioned, they were able to 3D print a house, at the next level. In particular, a New York firm was able to achieve that. So typically, homes are built brick by brick, right? And it takes a long time. So it takes days, even months for some, right? So a house was built in Calverton, New York, and was constructed by scan by scan, using the walls made using a giant three-dimensional printer here. So you can see that in a bit. So built by a construction firm, SQ4D. So let's see here. There you go. So the company is SQ4D here, and their aim is to show the public and the industry what was possible here. So the company is putting up one for sale. So a still to be built house in a nearby town in Riverhead, which has been listed on the property site in Zillow at $300,000. That's 20 million pesos here. So it's not cheap. But in terms of details here, as mentioned, the detached garage, not detached house. Sorry. So the detached garage will cover some 1,400 square feet or 130 square meters, with foundations and slabs along with the walls, and will be entirely made with 3D printer here. So let's see here. So the aim here, as mentioned here, is the aim here is to construct the machine to go around and follow your floor plan each pass as we go by. And you can see here how it looks. And according to Kirk Anderson, the director of operations for SQ4D, is looking promising, right? So they took the idea of plastic 3D desktop printing and wanted to make it in a larger scale, and instead, in this case, spit out concrete. So, it looks promising, and obviously one of the advantages here is, the time it takes, and as mentioned here, they say it's 30% cheaper than overall than compared to home built using standard construction methods here. Now, in terms of printing, it only took about 48 hours here. Now, obviously, you can see the house here. It's not too complex here, and it's low rise here. It only has one ground floor here. But is it possible to create a house that has multi-story, 2-3 stories high, and so forth? And how about if you want to create a basement here? Obviously, you need to create a foundation here. Something that what do you call this? That we can look forward to in the future here. And obviously, the point here is issue could be is replacing labor-intensive people and extrude concrete much faster than they can be before. Now, obviously, adopting this would have a significant effect on the typical construction workers that is used to placing bricks in building houses here. Now, will everyone be too thrilled about it? As mentioned, so not everyone in the construction industry is too thrilled that the prospect of introducing a new process, in this case a game changer in a sense in the future, will receive mixed feedbacks, and obviously the one who's affected is the one who's directly involved in the industry as well. Now, obviously, people are unprepared for how this is going to change the construction industry as a whole, according to Anderson. So this is the beginning, and it's just scratching the surface right here. And for me, looking at it, is it looks promising here, and you can imagine it. You can replicate it anywhere in the world, especially here in our climate, where it's somewhat warm. And then during the rainy days, if you can build a house in a faster rate compared to traditional methods, I'm all for it here.